So next we are going to find for member CD. So in MCD they have given that the C is sinking by 5 mm. So first we are going to draw the member diagram. That is, this is C and this is D. So D is a fixed support. So they have given that the C is sinking by 5 mm. That is, it is coming downwards. This value is 5 mm. And they have given that the support D is rotating in anti-clockwise direction. D has an anti-clockwise rotation of 0.1 radian. So what we are going to do? We are going to mention the rotation. So the value between these two, this is and this is 0.1 radian. And it is sinking by, so it will be like this. So we need to consider the both. So if you see here, I have written that MFCD, I have written the equation, slope deflection equation for MFCD and the remaining values. And if you see MFCD value is 0 because there is no external load acting on the member. So 2EI by L, I have commonly taken the 2EI by L plus 2 theta C plus theta D plus 3 into 5 divided by 6000. Because if you see here, the left side, that is when compared to the left support, right support is on the upward direction. That is, it is above the left side support. Right side support is above the left side support. So it is positive. So 3 into 5 divided by 6000. So 2EI by L plus into 2 theta C minus 0.1. Because they have mentioned that the D support, the support D has an anti-clockwise rotation. Theta C is nothing but the rotation. So here I have directly taken the point 1 since they have mentioned it in anti-clockwise direction. So I have included minus because we have seen in the sign convention if the rotation in anti-clockwise direction then it is negative. So minus 0.1 plus 1 by 400. By simplifying we are getting 1 by 400 here. Next I am going for MDC. MDC equal to, I have written the equation. Here also if you see the D value, theta D value is 0.1. It is in the anti-clockwise direction. So minus 0.1 plus theta C plus, since the support, left side support is compared to the left side support, the right side support is on the upward direction. So it is positive. Therefore the sinking value is positive. 3 into 5 divided by 6000. So I am getting the final value as 2EI by L minus 0.2 plus theta C plus 1 by 400. So we have formed the slope deflection equation. We need to go for the third step, that is the equilibrium equation. So if you see the equilibrium equation, at B the moment should be 0 because it's a hinged support, and at C the moment should be 0 because B and C are both the supports B and C are the hinged support. So the moment value will be 0. So next we are going to calculate the value of theta B, theta C and psi, theta A, theta B and theta C. So next we are going for joint equilibrium equation. So if you see joint A, joint B and joint C, these three joints are hinged supports. So we know that the moment at these joints will be 0. So I have taken MAB equal to 0, MBA plus MBC. Here if you see at A we are having only one moment, that is MAB, so it is equal to 0. At B we are having two moments, that is MBA and MBC. So combining adding those two, should be 0. And next if you will see, if you take joint C, we are having two moments, that is MCB and MCD. So by adding those two, the value should be 0. So I have first taken MBA plus MBC equal to 0. So I have written the MBA and MBC value. So we have calculated the value as 2EI by L into 2 theta B plus theta A minus 1 by 200. So this is nothing but MBA value. So this is nothing but the MBA value. Next I have written the MBC value, that is 2EI by L plus into 2 theta B plus theta C plus 1 by 400. So by combining those two, if you see these in these two terms, we are having the common value as 2EI by L. So I have commonly taken 2EI by L and I have added the values. That is 2 plus 2, 4 theta B plus theta A plus theta C. So if we add these two, that is minus 1 by 200 plus 1 by 400, then we will get minus 1 by 400 equal to 0. So the final answer is 4 theta B plus theta A plus theta C equal to 1 by 400. Because if you bring this term on this side, it will become 0 because it is in the multiplication here on the left hand side. So if it is coming to this right side, it will come as the denominator. So 0 by anything is 0. So I have written the simplified step. Final answer is 4 theta b plus theta a plus theta c equal to 1 by 400. Next I have taken MAB equal to 0. So the value is 2EA by L into 2 theta a plus theta b minus 1 by 200 equal to 0. So here also if you bring this term to the right hand side, it will come as denominator. So if numerator is 0, then the numerator 0 by anything is 0. So the value will be 0. If you bring the minus 1 by 200 to the right hand side, it will become 1 by 200. So this is the equation 2. Next we need to solve the joint MCB plus MCD. So here if you see, I have taken the third joint, that is MCB plus MCD equal to 0. So I have substituted the MCB value and MCD value. So in these two values we are having 2EA by L as common term. So I have taken it out. So and I have added the common terms, that is 2 theta c plus 2 theta c is 4 theta c plus theta b minus 0.1 plus 1 by 200, because 1 by 400 plus 1 by 400 we will get 2 by 400. So if you simplify that, you will get it as 1 by 200 equal to 0. So as I already told that if you bring this 2A by L to the right hand side, it will come as denominator. So 0 by anything is 0. So I have taken as 0. And if you bring this value, these two values, because always we will in equation we will keep the unknowns on the left hand side and the known values on the right hand side. So 0.1 and plus 1 by 200, these two are the known values, that is it is just a number. So it is known value, so I have bring it to the right hand side. So if I bring it to the right hand side, so it will become 0.1 minus 1 by 200. So we have calculated for joint A and joint B, we have already calculated. Now we are calculating for joint C. So by solving this equation 1, 2, 3, we will get theta A equal to 0.0062 and theta B equal to minus 0.0073 and theta C equal to 0.0255. So these are the values of theta A, theta B and theta C. So we need to substitute this theta A, theta B and theta C value in the slope deflection equation in order to find out the actual moment of the members. So next we need to find out the final end moments, that is final moments. So here I have directly calculated 2EA by L value, because if you see in every equation we will have a common term 2EA by L. So by substituting the value I am getting 2.67 into 10 power 9 as 2EA by L value. So first I have substituted it for MAB. So the slope deflection equation which we have found out is 2EA by L, 2 theta A plus theta B minus 1 by 200. So by substituting the value of theta B and theta B in this equation, I am getting 0.0267 10 power 7 Newton mm. So next I have written for MBA, the equation which we have calculated, that is the slope deflection equation which we have derived is 2EA by L into 2 theta B plus theta A minus 1 by 200. So by substituting the value of theta B and theta A in this equation, I am getting minus 3.57 into 10 power 7 Newton mm. Next we need to calculate for the member BC and member CD. So next we are going to calculate the moment in member BC, that is MBC equal to the slope deflection equation which we have derived is 2EA by L into 2 theta B plus theta C plus 1 by 400. So by substituting the value of theta B and theta C in this equation, we will get the MBC value as 3.57 into 10 power 7 Newton mm. Next MCB value, the slope deflection equation which we have derived is this, and by substituting the value of theta B and theta C in this equation, we are getting MCB as 12.33 into 10 power 7 Newton mm. Next we need to calculate for member CD. So next we are going to find the moment in member CD. So MCD equation which we derived from slope deflection equation is this 2A by L, 2 theta C minus 0.1 plus 1 by 400. So by substituting the value of theta C in this equation, we are getting MCD as minus 12.41 into 10 power 7 Newton mm. Next MDC value which we have derived from slope deflection equation is this. So by substituting the theta C value in this equation, we are getting it as minus 45.92 into 10 power 7 Newton mm. So we have found all the moments, that is moment at A, moment at B, moment at C and moment at D. So by using slope deflection equation, next we need to draw the bending moment diagram. So this is the moment which we have calculated. Next we need to draw the bending moment diagram, because they have asked it in the problem. So if you see the MAB value is 0.0. So when compared to all other values, it is nearly equal to 0. So we will consider this value as 0. Next, if you see MBA, so always if you see the left hand side value will be negative and the right hand side moment should be positive as per our consideration, because left hand side will create an anti-clockwise moment and right hand side will create an clockwise moment. So if the value is positive, then we can mark it on the upwards direction. Since it is negative, so we need to mark it here. So next, if you see MBC also the same value, so B value is here and C value. So if you see the C value, the right hand side value, that is MCB, this value, this right hand side is positive, so I am going to mark it here. So this is, if you see this value is 3.57, this value is 12.33. Next, if you see MDC value, it is in minus, so it should be coming below, that is on the bottom. So the value is 45, so I am marking 45 here. So if you draw the bending moment diagram, then it will be like this. So here the value will be nearly 0. Here the value is 3.57 into 10 to the power 7, and here the value is 12.3 into 10 to the power 7, and here the value is 45.92 into 10 to the power 7. So this shaded portion is nothing but our bending moment diagram for the given problem. So in this problem, let us summarize what we have seen in this problem. We have seen the problem with sinking supports. So remember the basic condition. We have two supports, that is left support and right support. If comparing to the whole, consider the left support as the base, and if the right support is above the left support, then it is positive. If the right support is below the left support, then the value is negative. Remember that. Then you can solve the problem in an easy way. So if you have any doubt, feel free to contact me.